Minamata is a small fishing city on the coast of southern Japan. In the 1950s, it was the kind of place where families had worked the same waters for generations. The bay was their livelihood, their food, their way of life. A chemical plant called Chiso Corporation sat on the edge of that bay. It had been there since 1908. Nobody questioned it. But around 1950, things started acting strangely. Cats convulsing, stumbling, throwing themselves into the sea. Locals called it dancing cat disease. Seabirds fell from the sky mid-flight. Fish floated belly up in the shallows. Nobody knew what to make of it. Then people started getting sick. Numbness in the hands and feet, tunnel vision, tremors, difficulty walking, swallowing, speaking. In the most severe cases, complete physical and mental collapse. Fishing families who had eaten from that bay their entire lives were losing control of their own bodies. And nobody could explain why. What was happening was this. Chiso had been pumping mercury-laden wastewater directly into the bay for years. Mercury settled into the sediment at the bottom of the bay. Bacteria living in that low-oxygen muck consumed it as part of their natural biological process, and as a byproduct, converted it into methylmercury. That transformation changed everything. Inorganic mercury, sitting in rock and sediment, is largely harmless. The body can't absorb it easily. Methylmercury is different. Living tissue absorbs it readily, it binds to muscle protein, and the body has no mechanism to filter it out. It simply builds. Methylmercury is a neurotoxin. It doesn't just enter the body. It mimics nutrients the brain actually needs, slipping past the blood-brain barrier and binding to nerve tissue. Once inside the brain, it begins destroying the nervous system from within. In adults, the early signs are subtle: tingling in the hands and feet, difficulty concentrating, narrowing vision. Then the tremors start. Then the memory loss. Coordination breaks down. Personality changes. In severe cases, the ability to walk, speak, and swallow disappears entirely. And because it accumulates rather than clears, every meal from that bay made it worse. That was 1950s Japan. Now for 2026 Minnesota. Chiso dumped mercury directly. But what's proposed in Minnesota works differently. Sulfide mining releases sulfates, which trigger the same bacterial conversion of mercury that already exists naturally in the lakebed. The source is different, but the result could be identical.